Titties, big ass titties.
Big hot titties right now.
Man, big country auntie sweating titties.
Yeah, I feel for y'all out there with them big titties, cause it's
big moo feet sliding across the floor.
It's pools in them bras.
Humming titties.
Shit.
Man, you.
Yeah.
I was about to say some shit, and it was just kind of like,
But the money in them bras is just ruined.
Had somebody see me naked. They was like, why your nuts hanging lower than normal? And I was like, it's because it's hot. I had to explain to them the fact that, like, men's nuts, when they get hot, they hang lower to keep your nuts away from your body because of body heat.
Nigga, as hot as it is right now, nigga, I swing my nuts like a grapple hook, bro. Like, it's fucking, this is disrespectfully hot outside. Like.
Treat these nuts like a coin purse right now. They just carrying it. Just carrying these motherfuckers. No, it really is hot. Like a motherfucker.
Yeah, look like I got about 42 cents in a Crown Royal bag in my drawers right now. Like, it's fucking terrible.
Ball sack look like a pillowcase full of dominoes. It's just sagger.
I saw some shit where like Alaska is experiencing like fucking.
Oh, global warming got this shit fucked up.
Yeah, bro, niggas is wild. Like,
nah, bro, global warming got this shit fucked up.
Even that shit is wild. It's like it's literally about to be like hot girl summer, catastrophe summer, fucking. New Orleans turned into a big pool.
Bro, I seen a picture of New Orleans.
Yeah.
Nigga, they had gators. I don't know if it was crocodiles.
I saw that. The gators was outside. What's up, y'all?
Bro, only thing that was saving people's life was that it was a fence. Like, it was a chain link fence that the water hadn't risen high enough yet. But niggas on the other side
of that. Us inside and nothing like that, bro? What's good, man?
Right.
Just some gators, bro. We just chilling, man.
They was like, man, we ain't gonna do nothing to y'all. Anybody think about y'all?
Yeah, man. I heard you last week, though, talk about you made my cousin some nuggets or some shit. You know what I'm saying? The gator nuggets good, taste like chicken. Let's talk about it, baby.
That's a nice belt you got on right there, man. Say, man, I knew him.
Yeah, that's fucking.
I knew that gator that you walk around in, man.
Nah, man, that's fucked up. They keep talking about us like finna be like next week sometime. Like,
oh no,
the Rock's finna come through and it's gonna be San Andreas, nigga. We gonna be surfing on asphalt.
Ooh, man, look, let me tell you, one of these little earthquakes that we had a couple weeks ago. I was in an office building when the shit happened. I was in an office building when it happened. I was dropping off some paperwork for. I'm transferring to a new subway. I was dropping off some paperwork.
Well, no, some of these buildings they cater and they also like are putting them inside buildings. Like, I've seen them, like, yeah.
But nigga, I was on the 6th floor and that motherfucker started shaking. I was like, no, I'm gone. I'm gone. They were like, we have to fit. I'm no. Nah, boss man. Somebody got to meet me on the first floor in the parking lot. I'm not. I be what? I told you. Who was it? Hey man, look, I don't know if I watch. If you don't believe this shit, I be telling people this shit all the time. Movies and TV are predicting what the fuck is gonna happen because all this shit. Number one, first off, they trying to make California an island because California ain't gonna never not legalize weed, and we got too many Mexicans, so they like we gonna make this motherfucker island
with boots on.
Mexican got boots. I remember the punchline. He got stabbed by a Mexican that didn't even have boots on.
That's a 2-week joke, y'all. You understand? Like, it's a 14 days.
That joke had a to be continued.
Oh shit.
Oh, wait till I see Denise. I'm gonna be like, oh, that's what it was. The nigga got stabbed by a Mexican that didn't even have boots on. Holy shit. Nah, man, but I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I am, because that's the first thing people who are not something say. They be like, I'm not a nigga who kicks babies. Like, I just seen you kick an infant.
Yeah, but look, this motherfucker here, what you don't understand.
I kicked a baby, but look, I'm not a nigga who just kicks babies. Like, I have a conspiracy theory, but I'm not a conspiracy theorist, which full-fledged I am. And I'm just a conspiracy theorist.
There's some long-winded explanation about why conspiracy theorists have a bad thing behind them, but it's not really that bad.
It's because that's how you make people look crazy that's telling the truth.
Yeah, that's basically it. Like, conspiracy theorists.
That's like if you catch your wife cheating on you, she's like, "Yeah, I'm cheating on you.
You gonna believe me in your lying ass side?
Okay,
huh?
Yeah, every day I come home late from work because I stopped for 30 minutes off the 405 on this. You're like, bitch, wait, I didn't say none of that. Like, but it's
so yeah, believe your local fucking weirdo.
Yeah,
that's a tinfoil hat, but under that tinfoil hat,
that's a smart motherfucker. But anyway, like I was saying, I believe that like movies and television predict what the government is going to do. Like, I believe all this shit is controlled by the government. I think that like drilling, you can control like where the plates and all that. It's like gerrymandering the earth. Like they just drill in certain places and create faults.
What's that shit called? Fracking?
Yeah, fracking.
Yeah, that shit. Yeah.
Basic. Well, fracking is
Who
not.
Name that. I'm sorry. Like I know this is important, but like you're gonna frack that bitch.
Well, because fricking is the opposite. Fricking is
Freaking frack.
freaking
Freaking
frack.
I'm a fucking $1 million scientist. Name it frickin' frack. Let's go.
How did you make your money off fracking? Yes, I frickin' frack. Frickin' frack's my way to $1 billion.
I'm a fracker.
Yeah. Look here, you frick. He's being a real frick about this.
Frickin' fracker.
Oh.
White folks made that shit.
100%.
They can 100% get that. Like,
100%.
niggas always be like, we build it first. No, frickin' and fracking, they got that 100%.
They got that one. Dancing off rhythm and frickin' and fracking. But no, yeah, fracking, like basically drilling in certain places, it creates different faults. Like it alters the fault lines. And I just think that's what the fuck they doing with California. They just been fracking this bitch, and they gonna frack around, and we gonna be in the ocean as an island.
No, yeah, and I 100% believe, like, even though, like, when shit, people act like, that's some way far off shit, like, the government has never had a history of doing some real wild shit, like.
The same niggas that put smallpox in blankets, like, nah, they got a moral compass, man. They stopping somewhere. They not gonna, they wouldn't dare.
So they really did more than a school thing down there? Tuskegee? That's it? That's.
All right, so I know they bombed Black Wall Street. I get it. I understand what you're saying. But now you talking about some whole other shit. You talking
crazy,
about,
nigga. Shit.
Y'all niggas took Black Wall Street and slavery and just ran with it like America would do anything.
There's a way to tie this into all these memes I've been seeing by Area 51, but I don't understand what the joke is.
Yo, that's some shit that, look, let me tell y'all something. Y'all gonna get killed dead. I'm not even playing, man. Y'all niggas gonna get killed dead, bro.
Serious, like you fucking with that. Y'all go in there and fuck with that Area 51.
Nah, look, let me tell you something, bro. The government has shown you niggas how far they will go to protect look, them niggas kill people. They killed Martin Luther King, nigga. We all loved him.
X-Files can do it, so fuck it. Like,
yeah, y'all run up on Area 51.
I love David Duchovny, so like, yeah.
Okay, that shit gonna sound like one of them old war movies. As soon as y'all cross a certain line, they gonna be like, you guys are 100 feet within the restricted. You are 50 feet. Y'all are 25. Get their ass.
Like, it ain't nothing but dirt out here. I ain't gonna tell you but one more time, bro.
Them niggas not even gonna bury y'all. They not even gonna bury y'all. They just gonna let them fucking them vultures. Shit.
They gonna feed whatever they keep in that motherfucker.
Who?
Go on. I'm gonna tell you one more time. Don't come up here no more. Open the door. Shoot. And they're gonna erase you from fucking all databases.
Hell yeah. Y'all gonna run up on Area 51 and find out that the motherfuckers within 10 miles of that bitch got signal jammers. So all them Snapchats that y'all think y'all finna get off, all y'all phones gonna stop getting service. Soon as y'all get close to that bitch, radiation, y'all niggas, you got one of three choices is gonna happen. Somebody gonna shoot you, one of them alien things gonna eat you, or you gonna get enough radiation to be one of them bitches from Chernobyl.
They gonna send you niggas to the upside down.
Shit. Them niggas gonna fuck it. Watch. You motherfuckers gonna leave there like one of them Stranger Things kids. Yeah. Keep on fucking around.
I just finished that shit too. I like that guy.
I never started that shit.
I like that show.
Is it something to watch?
Yeah.
It's worth watching?
Yeah, like you, okay. Like, it's got all the creepy shit, but you actually fuck around and like, I saw some post and somebody just flat out said like, in a lot of shows you like start to really give a shit about character development. You really be giving a fuck like, God damn, man, what's Elle going through? She has grown so much as a motherfucker.
I think that's every show, man.
Like, but when I watched this show, I thought I was going to be completely just logged into
storyline.
Not even the storyline. Like, you think you get logged into the Stranger Things, but you fuck around and really be like, oh shit. Like, I give a fuck about
these little niggas as people.
Yeah, nigga. Like, I'm like, oh shit. Look at them niggas growing. Like, they clearly are human beings that grow. I fucked around. The show started. I didn't even give a shit about the fucking strange shit. I was like, man, look at these niggas done grown up and shit. My little nigga got a mustache.
See this nigga. Look at you.
Look at this nigga.
You got a girlfriend, nigga.
I was finna be on like on Instagram. Look at this nigga. My nigga grown now. I don't know him. Him.
Your TV nephews. Oh, that shit. Your TV
bro,
man.
Like,
your TV
my nigga
family.
Dustin got teeth and shit. Look at this nigga that got some teeth. Yeah,
Your TV family will fuck you up, man. Like niggas that you are. I always say that. Like, remember, you got celebrity family. You got your TV family. Niggas that you are related. Like, you forget these people. Game of Thrones, man. When I seen Sansa chugging a beer I was like, oh shit.
No, I dead ass used to make fun of
She a real person.
I used to make fun of all my aunties, my mom, my grandma. I used to make fun of Peaches for punching that nigga in the middle of Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nah.
Chad from As the World.
Because it took
That's
me about,
baby.
hey, look, it was a good solid 3-4 months. I was like, bro, I see Joffrey walking, nigga. It's on site.
Oh, on God.
Yeah, it's on site. He walk across this shop right now. We might have to have a conversation.
On God and them, and I don't even know who in them is, nigga.
His name not Joffrey.
run
That's
down
it.
on
That's
you.
it, right? His name is not Joffrey.
Who, like, the nigga who played Jon Snow, such a lame in real life, bro. I won't let him exist as a person. Like, you got to forever remain Jon Snow. Because, like, I seen that nigga, he cried in the reading when he had to kill Dany.
He went to rehab off that shit, like off the show
Bro.
being bad. I was like, damn,
Bro.
man, like,
I seen Dany in real life. I was like, hey, little Targaryen. Little Targaryen. Fuck around and frack the shit out of you.
My grandfather was a motherfucking Targaryen. You know, if that get your rocks hard, baby. You know what I'm saying? Family.
My morning breath real hot, baby. Dragon. That's the dragon. That's the dragon in me, baby. That morning breath.
HBO, yo. We here, baby. You know what I'm saying? What's happening?
Cut the check.
I'm saying.
You
You don't get this kind of commentary everywhere else.
Right? That's hilarious.
Y'all got to do some more shit, though. I know there's something's coming down the pike, but I'm in a bit of a show hole. So when you guys see this,
Oh, what's my shit right now? What's my shit? I got some shows for you.
They finna do
Netflix.
Watchmen, which is my shit, though.
It's not HBO, but Netflix. Have you watched Designated Survivor?
Not yet. I heard you talk about it.
Do you watch Dynasty?
What's that?
You need to watch Dynasty on Netflix. Oh, nigga, that's the. Oh, I can't tell you.
All
I
right.
can't tell you.
All right.
Netflix, cut the check because we plugging for free.
Honestly, that's the best review. Like, niggas be giving, oh, nigga, I can't even tell you about
I can't
it.
even
Ooh, I
because
can't
it's
even.
one of those things. It's one of those type things that, you know, once you start explaining, you're gonna give the whole show because there's no way to tell one thing without telling the whole thing.
That makes sense. That's the best review. Like, I won't. If anybody review this shit when you tell, so how's the podcast, bitch? Ooh, nigga, look.
Nigga.
Go ahead, give me your
You gotta
phone.
listen. You just gotta check it out.
Go
Like, I
ahead,
don't
follow
know.
that
You gotta
shit,
see
nigga.
if you
Them
like
kids,
it.
they
Yeah.
them niggas be woo.
Yeah. I'm okay with that. But we digress from our original point, though. It's getting hot to the motherfucker, and I believe California is going to become an island.
Oh, yeah.
Because,
Yeah.
like, the fracking and it's just these earthquakes. And they're not big earthquakes. To me, it feels like just, like, little shimmies. It feels like little shit where they like, we got to break this up, but we don't want to give them the big one right now because we got to get the big one when we get 1,000, 2,000 feet to the...
Nigga, it's the mole people down there, man. Crank the bass. They finna get these motherfuckers.
Man.
Crank the bass.
People bullshitting. California really gonna be an island, nigga. Y'all get your boats ready. They gonna be able to take a cruise from Vegas. You gonna get to Vegas. You gonna be like, I'm finna take a cruise to California.
Nigga,
I got
that
some
Vegas cruise would be lit though. Like
What you mean?
Yeah, the cruise from here to Vegas. Boy, that'd be some fire ass
Well, what
shit.
y'all talking about? You gonna hear niggas in Watts be like, nah, I got a beachfront apartment in the projects. I got a beach.
Yeah.
What? Telling y'all, they gonna fuck
Niggas
Compton.
ain't never gentrified a whole state.
Hey,
Man.
nigga, they about to. They gonna stop Mexico from getting that dope here. No, nigga.
So be like what, like in 2,000 years, like it'd be a whole like history of like we're islanders now from California. Like,
Yeah.
it's California,
The island of
Hawaii,
California, yeah.
and like Samoa, like it's all the same.
The island of California.
That's wild shit.
They gonna fuck around and make California like Puerto Rico. We ain't even gonna be a state no more. They gonna be like, y'all a territory. Yeah, y'all a territory.
I 100% like would buy all of this. Like somebody can hand me a future history book, I'll buy it.
Oh yeah, nah, they gonna get California the fuck out because the population too much Mexican, and they don't want to get this motherfucker back to Mexico.
I can't believe you guys are over here on this shit we stole from you. Go away.
Yeah.
We stole that shit fair and square, fucker.
Come on, my nigga. America made Pearl Harbor. Like, y'all didn't take this shit from the Japanese, and then when they came back, it was like, hey, bro, we said y'all could use this motherfucker. We ain't say y'all got ships and tanks and all kind of shit around this motherfucker. What happened to them pineapple trees as I was over there, nigga?
America is really the king of like, look, man, you shoot my dog, I'll blow your fucking block up. Like,
No, America the king of the finam. A finam is a finesse and a scam. I seen my nigga Guap Dad say that. I'm not even gonna try to. I'm gonna cite my source for that.
Shit, I was
Shout
gonna
out,
be like, that was brilliant.
shout out Guap Dad 4000, my nigga.
Yeah, we are.
I seen him on No Jumper.
For now.
Goddamn, we still haven't. But basically, all in all, movies predict what the fuck is gonna happen in the future,
Mhm.
and I think sometimes that is the government's way of seeing like, how do these niggas respond to this? Perfect example, The Rock's movie San Andreas. I be watching these movies because I be needing to know the protocol for what to do when it's the earthquake and when it's split. Like, I watched San Andreas by The Rock, and I learned how to jump from a building to a helicopter.
I just thought it was like Rock teach you like you can survive anything with good one-liners and
Yeah.
a lot of body oil.
Yeah, like, no, you need to watch these survival movies. Like, you need to watch all this stuff. Watch Walking Dead. Watch all of it, because when the zombie, when they have the earthquake, atomic bomb, zombie apocalypse.
No, I dead ass. Like, as much as it sounds like a joke, part of me really be like people think like I might go to the gym to be fit. There's a solid percentage of my mindset when I work out or do anything healthy.
Zombie
it's like,
apocalypse.
in case the zombie shit happens,
Zombie
I
apocalypse.
need to be able to like get to the Sam's Club and like have
Zombie
strength to lock the door and like.
Who? Nah, you can't. Walmart.
Or that.
Walmart sells guns.
They do.
When the zombie apocalypse hits, you got to go to Walmart. You got everything you need there, and you got some
Walmart
guns.
does have everything you need.
That's what I'm saying. And people be knocking Walmart.
I thought I would have to like raid a Big Five first, and then go to do they still have Big Fives or Dick's, whichever one, whatever guns.
See, that's what I'm saying. Walmart carry
Damn,
guns, toilet paper, toothpaste. They got
Says
bullets and
weed.
toiletries,
We got everything.
painkillers, cigarettes, weed, Hennessy, vodka.
Yeah, Walmart really do got all this.
Walmart got everything. When the zombie apocalypse break out, you got to get to Walmart. That's just number one. That's just it. They sell everything. They got the burners. You get to the roof, and you devise your plan.
I would think you would still need.
I watched Independence Day so I can know how, like, because Independence Day showed me that what happens is how you become the leader. You have to become the leader of your apocalypse group. So like,
I'll take that back. Walmart got tools. Never mind. Because I was thinking like you got to have a Michonne-ish so you can save ammo and just tell them to bust their heads in. But yeah, Walmart got tools. So never mind.
Walmart has everything. They got firecrackers.
That's true.
Walmart got everything.
And I'm not waiting till like the end of the apocalypse. Like start of the apocalypse, I'm going straight ruthless. Like I'm locking the doors. It's 50,000 of us. Like, look, it's me and my niggas in here, bro. We'll live for 12 years in this bitch.
Hey, say, bro, I sent out a group chat. I sent out a group chat like, y'all niggas meet me by the closest. Y'all meet me at the town center Walmart, or meet me. What's close to Walmart to the dirty laundry shop? Just meet me there.
Mm-hmm.
Don't bring shit. You don't need just get there. Bring your loved ones.
Niggas will be in there with fucking hard bottom Shaq shoes.
Ooh, boy. Dice games be going like a bitch. We would a big ass family reunion in the Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, you crazy.
That's lit.
Be lit. Them niggas got everything in there. They already got it in the freezer too, so you ain't really got to sort nothing out. Everything ready.
It's soap. It's toiletries, so you ain't got to be in there with like, funky apocalypse dick and shit. Like, that's crazy. That's one thing I do think about when I be watching them shows, because they'll be going like months of like traveling and then they get to fucking. I'm like, that shit got to smell like the end of all.
But bro, what the world smell like? Every motherfucker walking around is dead.
Yeah.
What the fuck the world smell like? You walk up into some 3-month-old pussy, you like, oh shit.
That's crazy.
Nigga be like, this 90 days? You got that 90 days?
Niggas be like making all these sounds like, that pussy got that gushy. That shit. That apocalypse pussy got that glock. Hit it in the glock. And that's wild, bro. Niggas nasty. Yeah, like, but I get it.
When you in the apocalypse, bro, you not. Come on, man. Any piece of normalcy that you can have after you just had to dodge fucking zombies for 7 hours, you come across another human being, you like, yo.
Yeah.
You don't give a fuck about no shower. You like, yo, she can talk. Nigga, she can talk. She ain't trying to eat my face and shit. She the one. You don't give a fuck about what she smell like. Smell?
Yeah. What that smell like? Yeah.
Nigga, anything that don't smell like zombie is fire.
That's crazy.
Give a fuck, nigga. They be like, nigga, that's paint. You be like, nigga, they don't smell like zombie though. Nigga, this shit got my dick hard. Like, that's just it.
That's some wild shit.
Yeah.
Alabama would kill in the motherfucking zombie apocalypse.
Alabama is the zombie apocalypse. Get off my sister. Our Alabama fan base is non-existent. Fucking non-existent. Ooh. Yeah, but no, you gotta watch that shit though, man. Like, Mobile, you gotta save.
Coming to y'all live show.
You gotta save an old white woman who's trapped under something, and that's how you become the leader of a group. It's like a white woman who's just yelling. She's like, help, help. And you got to get a dog, too, because dogs just follow you around.
No, you 100% need a dog.
You need a dog. Like,
German
I Am
Shepherd,
Legend.
Yeah.
There you go. You need a dog.
You got a dog. Like, they got to have long snouts that make you feel like you got a wolf even though you don't.
True.
Yeah.
He always, like, and you got to have a dog that got good stances, too.
Mm-hmm.
Because when shit be happening, you ever see the dog, they be standing.
Just because
you looking like one.
Because it's the apocalypse.
Like that dog is American, nigga. That's
you
an
still got to stunt. Yeah.
Yep. Then you save a white woman, and then a group of people start following you, and they be like, "Oh, what do we do next?" And then you be like, "Oh, then we're gonna go here, everybody." And then you got to find a pickup truck because the keys is gonna be under the visor. Once you fold down the visor, the keys gonna fall out.
And always somebody will come up and have like a lot of like just abilities. Like, oh yeah, I can build that goddamn engine. I can take the engine from that bus and put it in this goddamn Civic, and we'll be okay.
Yeah. Somebody's always like, oh, the carburetor gasparator is broken. Fix the transmission. Don't worry, I got a stick of gum and some paper clips. I took auto class in 8th grade. I know how to do it. And it's just like, all right, cool, Mr. White Man, that somehow you a banker.
I was prepared for this.
Yeah.
Whole life.
Like somehow he sells ecstasy at the local nightclub, but he know how to do this, and it's because his father,
really
who didn't love him and kicked him out and forced him to the streets, taught him how to do this.
I was in MIT for like 3 years and I dropped out and I was like, fuck it.
My mom died and my dad didn't support me, so I had to do what I have to do.
Okay.
But yeah, I was a junior at him. And you're like, what the fuck? Shut up. Fix the car so we can get somewhere, so we can almost die and have to eat you.
Well, we just taught y'all how to survive. Like,
yeah, no, just watch
at least 3 or 4 apocalyptic situations right now.
No, I'm gonna tell you all the shows. This to survive watch Independence Day,
Absolutely.
San Andreas, Godzilla versus. I'm sorry. What's the one where The Rock? It's a big ass wolf and a big ass.
Oh, the fucking that was such a cool game, but I didn't watch the movie. Rampage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch Rampage.
Yeah.
Check out Chernobyl so I can know how to, like, in case of nuclear shit.
Just
Yeah.
Just don't lie to the people you finna send to their death. That's basically it.
Yeah.
If you gonna send them, like, we know, bro. We just stop fucking with me.
Yeah. Have you seen this shit on Netflix called Wild Wild Country?
I've heard of it, but I haven't watched it.
Yo. All right, shout out to my nigga Guap Dad 4000. That's my nigga right there. Never met him, never talked to him, but that's my G right there. Like, that's my dog. Like, taking all bets, I'm all in. Shout out to my boy, West Oakland representative. He was on Adam No Jumper, and he said he DM'd Drake, and Drake responded, and Drake told him he reminds him of the Bouillon, or I think that's that nigga name, man. I don't know. Don't. I just only watched a couple episodes of this shit, but yo, this nigga with the Bouillon was like this just like this wavy ass nigga who didn't wear no shoes, rode around in a Rolls Royce and like these fancy ass garments, and didn't allow nobody to talk to him. And he just went to this little man. Only person he let talk to him was this chick that he had picked her up when she was like 16, like India or some shit, wherever he was from. Her dad was like, "We gonna go see this guy, and if he lives long enough, he's gonna be the next Buddha." She was like, "The next Buddha?" She was like, "All right, let's go." She was 16 at the time, so she went to the nigga, like, it was an apartment he was doing his service out of. So she was like, I just stood in the back of the apartment, and I watched him come out. She was like, when he came out, it was over. She was like, he just looked like God. I was like, oh, shit. And after that, she was just running behind this nigga. And he had a bunch of fucking money, and he bought, like, a piece of land out in the middle. No, not even a piece of land. He bought 60 acres of land and brought all his followers and shit there. And
it's like the most swagged out Jesus story I've ever heard.
Man, I don't know what this nigga did wrong exactly yet. I mean, it's a cult, so cults should always go bad after a while, especially for a nigga who macked up on a 16-year-old chick when he had 50 million motherfuckers following him. But
yeah, it's not good.
50 million motherfuckers. He was like, yeah, I see shorty right there. I know she's 25 and right, but nigga, do you see her with the backpack?
Robert would love to be a part of this group.
He's a national treasure.
Yeah.
Mr. Robert Kelly. Thank you.
Why can't that man stay out of trouble?
Who?
Like, Robert is in trouble.
Oh, no, he done.
I mean, yeah, but
done. Homeland Security, nigga, the Robert Kelly update. Nigga, Donald Trump came to get him. Nigga, Donald was like, what? He's fucking kids. Stop building that wall and go get him. Go get that Robert Kelly.
Donald is best friends with another kitty fucker. I forgot that dude's name. Epstein?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like
what's my man's goddamn let's get his name right, because he was trafficking kids.
Yeah, he was doing wild shit. Oh shit, Netflix already ready. We heard y'all.
Yeah, right.
Talk about him.
Yeah, Jeffrey Epstein.
That nigga.
Jeffrey Epstein was sex traffic. He looks. Let me tell you something. If you are out here doing crimes of a certain type, you need to always be mugshot ready.
Nah.
This is not even being funny. If you out here kid fucking, they coming for you, bro. You going to jail.
He looks so unprepared.
Keep a haircut.
For where his life finna go.
Keep a haircut.
Damn.
If you know you doing illicit activities that can always land you in jail, don't be out here looking stupid in your mugshot. Don't be looking stupid. Y'all be making yourselves look worst. He looks like a kitty fucker.
No, yeah, he looks He don't even look like.
He looked like he'll put a 13-year-old in a suitcase.
He look like put you in a basement type nigga.
Yeah.
Like, he looks put the lotion on the skin type. Wow. That's a.
Yeah, he looks like he's a different type of. Like him and what's your man's like. What Dave Chappelle said about Harvey Weinstein. The first look at Harvey was just like, he rapes. Yeah,
it's
this guy,
look.
Jeffrey Epstein, he rapes.
Jesus.
He's a raper.
Yeah, that looks. Yeah, see, that's the difference. Like that looks rapey. Weinstein looks rapey and creepy as fuck. See that shit they talked about Cuba. Cuba just look like he do a lot of drugs.
Yeah, Cuba look like you can have he goes too far with the fun.
Yeah, like Cuba just look like his shit is like fucked up to himself more so. Like Harvey look he's smiling there. He's happy there. He still look like a weirdo.
Yeah, Harvey looks rapey.
Yeah, he look like a weird motherfucker.
Yeah, like that right there. He look old and racist too. Like
he look like he just got done punching somebody. Like that whore. Like he look like a creepy motherfucker, bro. That's gross. Yeah,
he looks like he assaults you and then finds a way to make it your fault.
Jesus, it's like right next to Epstein's name is that fucking is a hand over a child. Yo, that's a sick association. Like you type your name into Google and the next picture is a fucking you're going to jail.
They typed in Epstein's name and the motherfucking National Human Traffic Hotline came up. God damn,
it's over.
You are a raper, sir.
Woo.
It is done for. I don't even know what he did, where his wealth came from. But
trafficking, apparently.
God damn, bro. Like, that's a sick. I'm just happy it's all coming to justice. I was watching Aziz Ansari special, and he was talking about it's just funny what it takes for outrage. Like, sexual assault and shit doesn't become an outrage while it's 20-page documents from prosecutors and shit out. But the moment we put it into a documentary that you can sit down and enjoy for 6 hours and then talk about at work, everybody's outraged. It's like, come on, man. No, none of these people who are being busted for this shit are doing this shit recently. Nobody's shit is like, it was a sting that happened today and he got caught with a young girl. Like, it's like, no, these motherfuckers been doing this shit for 20, 30 years and people are finally going like, all right, my granddaughter doesn't fucking arrest
like,
him.
I know people consumes it differently, but certain shit, when it's got that fucking title on it, no, nigga, that's important. I don't give a fuck if you, like, etch that shit in the wall, like, rape. All right, I'm focused. Like, I'm focused. I don't give a shit if you did that shit in crayon.
Yeah, the word is getting thrown around and normalized a lot. Holy shit. Speaking of normalization, I'm so sorry. Like, I have to put a pin in this subject. It was some shit that was just in relation to the TV show that we were talking about in terms of normalization. But I think normalization is just trying to happen. And, like, don't get me wrong. People are trying to normalize a lot of things that some should be normalized. Some just because of how society is going. Perfect example, pedophilia becoming a part of the LGBTQ. I think this is, like, society's way of kind of fighting back. It's like locking up motherfuckers that we know. It's kind of like we have to start at the root now. It's kind of like, all right, pedophilia has grown from this little thing that a couple of people were doing behind closed doors to some motherfuckers are brash enough to feel like it is okay to do and should be normalized. So it's like, all right, we got to pull this tree up from the root. Let's go back and get all the rapists and sexual assaultants and pedophiles from 20 years ago. And hopefully this starts this, like, mass thing of people them just moving all the way up to date and getting all these people. But I just think normalization is trying to happen.
It's happening, like, a lot of like in a lot of areas, and like you said, like, what was I finna say? Like, when I'm in the gym, right? Like, there's this woman, and, like, my dad knows her, and, like, we were just talking because she's, like, into psychology shit. So she was just going through the whole thing of her, like, fucking, I think she's doing whatever. She was talking about she was doing a couple of her, like, I don't know, residency shit or whatever in prison, and she was working with a lot of pedophiles. She was like, it's weird to talk to them because they do kind of try to swing the LGBT thing, because, like, this is how I am. Like, it's not like they're like, yes, they're predators, but the way they're doing it, it's like, I'm not praying. Like, I identify that this is what I'm into. And I was like, and she's like, I think they're gross. But she was just kind of having a conversation of, like, if you think about it in terms of how it's explained, like, if I feel like I am this way, then you kind of have to acknowledge it. And I was like, that's gross. Like, do you have to?
And that's one thing people are doing, is that they're doing how we've learned to be as a society. They're taking these they're playing wrongs on rights. So, like, another example is the show I'm telling you about, Designated Survivor. There's a guy who works in the, like, White House, but he works in, like, a media department. There's a guy who works in the Secret Service. So these two guys, they're gay, two gay black men. They they introduced the guy who works in the like press department first, and they like meet his boyfriend in one episode and all that. Then this guy from the Secret Service, they see each other in the hallway and they make googly eyes at each other. The next scene is kind of like a cut in there in like a real sex scene. After that, they are like, it's another scene, and then the next scene after that, they're on a date and they're talking, and the Secret Service guy is like kind of moving fast, and he's like, hey, you know, I want to teach you how to cook, and you know, you come by, we hang out, blah blah blah. And so the guy stops and he's like, I have something to tell you. So the show sets up for him to be like, hey, I have a boyfriend. Mm-hmm. Cool. All of a sudden he's like, hey, I have HIV. And the guy's like, hey, you didn't tell me about it. Like, you took away my right to choose, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, I didn't tell you because I knew you would treat me like everybody else, and I deserve to be treated better than what you're treating me right now. In the end, in the storyline, the Secret Service guy ends up apologizing to the guy who had HIV and had sex with him without disclosing. Okay. And he's like, I apologize for treating you how everybody else treated you when you found out. You're taking all the necessary precautions to be, because he was undetectable. So he was like, I take my meds and I do that. And he was like, we wore a condom when we had sex. And then the Secret Service guy was like, okay, I overreacted and I went to my doctor and he gave me a prescription for PrEP, and this helped this. And it was kind of like, this is a super attempt to normalize HIV.
That's wrong though to me. Like,
but at the same time, though, like society is moving in a way that this disease is prevalent and it exists, and these people are not. They're not sentenced to death anymore with HIV. Like, you can live a healthy, prosperous life with the disease, and people should be open to. Like, people should be eligible to receive love even if they have that disease and are taking care of it the proper way.
Absolutely, I think in that situation you definitely should.
But big ass stripper Atlanta butt. Got too much dip on your chip.
Yeah, you gotta
let that one sizzle in your soul a little bit.
I think
that's a
how do I say this? I think, and I understand it. That's why, like, because certain situations like that, even the fucking pedophilia thing, like, I understand that.
I don't understand nothing about that.
Now, please let me preface explain that.
I'm gonna get away from TJ before he even started. I don't know shit about that one.
I'm gonna clear it up in a little bit.
Okay.
The way the pendulum is swung before, that any and everything that people viewed as like not in their lane was like oppressed. I feel like the pendulum is swinging now that people are trying to have acceptance for everything, and you almost kind of have to deal with that until it centers out. Like, I'm not saying that like even that right there, like, to say that like I don't agree with the idea that you should have kept that information, that could easily be turned into you're trying to oppress people who are living with HIV. That's not the case. But you have to find a happy medium. You shouldn't like just be like, you don't deserve love because you have HIV, but you also shouldn't keep that shit a fucking secret. And you shouldn't like oppress people who are in the LGBTQ community. I don't know if I said all the letters right, but you also shouldn't swing to complete acceptance where a motherfucking pedophile can use the idea that, hey, because you just said that, what you said today that you're a dude and you identify as a man today, and on Wednesday you might want to come in here and we have to acknowledge that your name is Karen. Well, fuck, man, I identify as a 14-year-old boy. I might look 45, but I'm 14 in my mind. Who's going to tell me how I identify is wrong? Like, besides just, fuck, I don't like that shit's fucking terribly gross and you should go to fucking, I don't know what you can do about that if it's in your head, but by those, I guess, rules of logic that you can identify with it, therefore it must be respected, you kind of have to find a happy medium and not just swing to the complete opposite direction.
Yeah, that's kind of some bullshit.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
Wrapping it up like, yeah.
Yeah, that's some bullshit, though. That's cool. That's cool, the motherfucker. That's some bullshit, though. That's some bullshit. Nigga tell me in my head. Let me tell you something. Bruce and Caitlyn, got no problem with either one of them. Whoever he or she want to be on that day, I'm 100% respecting of it. But you're not gonna you're not a 45-year-old dude who can, just because you dress young, you be like, yo, man, chill out, Mr. E. I'm 15 today, bro. Like, I'm gonna be like, nah, you about to get your ass whooped.
So is that just personal preference, or because that really doesn't fly?
No, because to me, it doesn't work in the same logic. It's lateral versus digressive. So, to me, in all honesty, I don't care what you try to be as long as it's lateral. Like, if you want to be a man, woman, toaster, if you're a 45-year-old man, as long as you're a 45-year-old toaster, I don't give a fuck. Like that's my whole thing. You can be whatever you want to be as long as it is a lateral move. Don't try to make a move and then digress within the transition. No. That is what I am not for. You want to be a woman, be a woman. You want to be a man, be a man. You want to be nothing, be nothing. But if you 35 when you was a man, you 35 when you a woman, and you 35 when you nothing. You're not a 35-year-old man who become a 14-year-old girl that turned into a 17-year-old boy who then is a 18-year-old butterfly from a 16-year-old caterpillar. I don't give a fuck about none of them shits. Whatever you is, bro, you just that in the next life at the same, whatever, how the fuck you want to describe it. You just that with the same goddamn age, period. That's just it for me.
I mean, yeah, like to me, like
that's my whole point is that you cannot be digressive.
Yeah, like my personal.
You can't unknow anything. That's my whole thing is when you make your move, you can't unknow shit. Mm-hmm. That's my whole thing is that right there. Is that if you started your life, if you started your transition as a 24-year-old man that knew better, you cannot unknow things because of your transition. That's not what I'm not here for.
Yeah, see me like personally, I feel like you. Like personally, I'm like I don't really care about, but like when I think about it, I guess trying to look at it just from okay, if you identify as somebody, you in your mind go, I don't know, in your mind, if that sounds wrong, my apologies. But if you go, I'm a man and I identify as a woman, and somebody goes, I'm a man and I've always identified like on some Michael Jackson shit, like I've never known my childhood, I identify as a 12-year-old or whatever. I don't know how to like, besides just my personal opinion that you fucking weird, but like how to decipher, and I don't have enough, I guess, people in the transgender community to explain how that goes. Like,
so this is my thing. Where does sex come in with that at? Because if you were 12 years old and you really want to live the life of a 12-year-old and you missed a childhood, that has nothing to do with sexual activities.
I guess what if you're like, maybe 12, well 12 is still sick, but like what if you're like, I don't know, 44 and you identify as like a 15-year-old? I fucked at 15. Like, wanted to fucked at 15. So if you go, I'm 15-year-old boy and I'm horny as shit.
But at 15, I still understood that I didn't need to be fucking with nobody that was in middle school.
True.
I still understood right from wrong.
15, no. But identify as 15, I guess is what I'm saying. If I'm 44, I identify.
And that's what I'm saying is that I'm not here for. I'm not here for that because my whole thing is this: is at 44, are you saying like they don't understand that they're not 44?
That's how the lady explained it to me. Like how do I say? Like they understood that they're 44, but they feel like that.
Then to me you don't need to be in the free world. Like once somebody
I mean clearly.
I'm saying like once you come in contact with somebody or of an authority, of a licensed authority, and they're like, yo, this motherfucker really think he 15, like we need to put him away. I'm gonna be honest with you, just put the motherfucker away until he can figure out that he's not 15. So and that's kind of how, I don't know, for us it worked like that.
I mean yeah.
And for anybody else in life it works like that. Like
But I guess in this world of acceptance, if somebody goes, like, I don't know, like when I hear this argument, their argument always sounds like, well, okay, well, I can't just wake up and identify as like my whatever this age group is. How come this person gets to wake up and go, I've been Bruce Jenner for X amount of years, and then I'm just today, well, maybe not today, but like I am deciding that I'm going to transition into Caitlyn.
This is my whole thing. If I'm Eric. If I decide to become Erica tomorrow, nobody's gonna accept me robbing banks.
Yeah. I mean, unless you want to be a transgender bank robber.
No. Even with that, I still got to take my transgender ass to jail, though, right? Because niggas ain't gonna. I can't be like, no, wait. I tucked my dick and got these titties, nigga. I ain't know shit about you. Couldn't rob no banks.
But they would accept you as a transgender, though.
But I would have to go to jail and be accountable for my actions as a transgender, though. No matter what I thought I was.
A bank robber.
But you still broke the law. That's what I'm saying is that you cannot digress and act like you don't know the law now because you want to be something else. That's my whole point. Is that transgenders and LGBTQ people are not becoming women to commit crimes. They're becoming these people to live their life. Anything that they don't use that as a pass to digress in their understanding of things. Mm-hmm. And I feel like people who are using that as an excuse, anybody who's competent enough to be able to make that comparison, that analogy, and use the LGBTQ community as a scapegoat or as a reason for something being okay, you're a high functioning human being, and you understand that what you did was wrong. That's my whole point. If you're really a motherfucker that's just sitting here like mice and men, like Lenny, like I know we talked about that before, but if you really on some shit like that, to me, then I understand, I empathize with you, but you need to go get some help. When I was
reading that book, I never in my life thought that I would use that reference as much as I've used it in the past 2 years. I use that shit so much. I didn't think Lenny had that much of an impact. Yeah. I forgot who wrote the book, but shout out to you.
Well, because we talked about this last time. When you said, I don't know, when you say things that are offensive in a basic way, it's just offensive. But like when you say offensive things in an articulate way, it's kind of like, wow. I know he just called him a retard, but he dug deep for that one.
Yep.
It's like you're respecting all the stupid people in the room who could be offended, and you put the joke up real high. So if you reached up there to get it and it just fall on you and hurt you, then that's your fault. You should just left that joke alone since I put it way up there. It wasn't for you.
I feel 50-50 about that because, like, I still try to, like, when I listen to, like, sometimes I do feel like at the same time, if you shouldn't play with you ain't got no fucking business, I do kind of listen to comedians, and they're always like, I will give somebody the room to try a joke even if it fails. So part of me is like, at the same time, and I'm like, you ain't got no business doing that. I guess it depends how you feel about that person, that comedian, because it's like, if you were trying to be funny, then nigga, go for it. It just wasn't funny. Because if you don't do that, then you don't get funny jokes. I don't get Patrice O'Neal's if somebody doesn't push the line.
In my experiences, and from what I've observed, only comedians that get in trouble for their jokes are comedians who make their jokes palatable for everybody. Comedians whose jokes can be understood by smart and dumb people are the ones who get in trouble for their jokes. People who have articulate jokes that you have to have some level of intellect to be able to digest, they're very rarely in trouble for their jokes.
Oh, well.
Chappelle pushes that envelope all the time, but because he doesn't just be like, faggot, and he like dresses it up and like, it's like when we talked about with the Eddie Murphy situation, how Eddie Murphy was just like, it was just a faggot on top of the car. It was funny, but like people got mad about that. Well, when Dave Chappelle talks about Titty fucking a transgender and being like, get away from me.
That's because a lot of like Dave Chappelle's and shit, their jokes, I mean, there's still jokes to make people laugh, but those are very intelligent people whose jokes are supposed to, I want this joke to start a conversation instead of going, look at this motherfucker walk across shit with a bag. Bitch niggas wearing bags. That makes no fucking sense. So that makes, I agree with that.
Yeah, people who just have like basic, I think people don't mind being offended, just don't, like, I think shit offends people every day. It's like the insulting of someone's intelligence.
Well, I don't know. Some people in this group just don't like hearing things they don't like. But I think, yes, in the macro, in the big scheme, like if you really fuck with comedy, I'll listen to somebody say something that I don't like or don't agree with if it's something that, yeah, you can challenge my views, I guess. I'll say that. Like, if I don't agree with it, but I know that this joke was, at least I can feel like it was birthed in a place of like general, I want to talk about this. I'm not trying to shit on any group of people. If you don't like how I said it, then that's one thing. But yeah, because I know personally, I say a lot, like that shit I just said probably could offend a lot of people, but I'm not saying this shit to shit on that community. So I have to give somebody that same.
Yeah, I don't know what makes offensive things palatable for me. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, what's the secret ingredient that's like, I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of this on my racism. And like, because I've literally had people I've worked with who were like outright full-blown racist and would sit there and just talk to me and be like, nah, you're a different type of nigga though. Like, and I'm just sitting there like, you know, what do you mean? Like, what are the different types of niggas? And I don't know what exactly makes me able to do that. I guess, like,
I can speak to what makes me.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Like, one, I just flat out logically know that I cannot, one, physically beat every racist ass because I'll just be tired. Two, if I do that, I'll be locked up in jail. And I guess three, I gotta try to, there are some who I know that, like, if you're flat out just a piece of shit racist who's actively doing that, I might still kick you in the motherfucking teeth, but I know that you're not a person that can move forward. So you'll stay where you're at. Like I kind of said last week, even though it was jokingly, you'll stay where you're at in a shitty mindset. And I have no interest. Like, you can't bring everybody on the boat to progression. Some people have to you get left behind and that's fucking fine. Some people who have said shit that I think is offensive, but they're saying it out of pure, genuine, I don't know what the fuck is going on. There are some of them, not all, because some of them I'm like, you're willfully ignorant. But there's some who might just be like, you just flat out don't know. So I might be able to kind of save you from yourself if I go, what you're saying is fucking stupid because of A, B, and C. And that's just how conversations happen and how shit moves forward. I just can't kick every ass. So it just kind of takes, I guess, one, how I feel personally, and then me kind of trying to go, all right, I know Susan cool. Susan's not a bad person. I've seen Susan do A, B, and C. Now, Susan just says some shit that I think is wildly racist. But I feel like Susan's reason for saying that is she just flat out doesn't fucking know, and all she knows about my people is what she watches on BET and the news. Let me maybe educate her. Kurt over here, Kurt's just a fucking piece of shit. He was doing that to piss me off, and he wants me to hit him in the head with a chair. But it just kind of, I think it's like it's a mix of personal experience, intelligence, and being able to just kind of decipher where the fuck people are with their statements and shit. It's a lot, but
yeah, I guess so. I guess for me, depending on what mood I'm in, it takes a lot more than one thing for me to just label you racist, or it depends on to the extent that you did some shit. Like, if you just cut a little black girl in line somewhere, I'm gonna slap you in your ear. I'm gonna hit you in your ear so your equilibrium off. Like, I don't even want you to be able to get your balance after this. But if you, I don't know, say something stupid, and I can tell, like, oh, this motherfucker just really don't understand this, then I won't label you, and I may take a moment to be able to hear you out, to see where your ignorance lies, to be able to be like, hey, fam, that don't really happen, or that don't exist in my community. And I know more about my community than you do. So that's just
like
it. And at the same breath, I've had to take white people at their shit where they're like, nah, man, we not racist. We just feel like this because of this. It's kind of like, all right, cool. Because for every bit of reason that, like, every articulate black person, we still got our own little hood things that we don't even consider to be. It's just culture. And
I know
for
somebody
them,
just saw me look dumb, but I just, from this far, I just noticed how thick that motherfucker's glasses were. It was like some weird, like, 1970s shit, but that has nothing to do with anything. It just fucked me up. But no, I agree. Like,
he looks like a Mississippi sheriff, and I just don't like him.
Yeah.
And he delivering pizzas. He got that buzz cut.
Yeah.
He got the "can you please step out the car" haircut. You know, certain motherfuckers that walk up to you.
Like you said, he was said you was speeding around I-90 when you came through.
You say your grandmother lives here. Nigga, you in Inglewood. Why you got that accent?
Yeah, got a whole mouthful of chaw. You see how fast you were going? That's why I pulled you over.
Yeah, he looked like that. For y'all who can't. He got the big old.
Don't move now. Don't get too twitchy with that finger.
You getting a little handsy.
Keep them right up there on the dashboard. So I hate see you.
The fucking.
Yeah. They all got that. I got shit right up in here. They give you mouth cancer.
Look at him.
Yeah.
Just son of a bitch. He piglet pink. I don't like it.
He looks like one of those, like, and I always feel bad for, like, low key feel bad for those actors because I saw one of them on a plane one time and he looks like a really chill dude. But like when you watch like fucking movies like Remember the Titans, like The Racist Father, like he looks like, and all those actors do those roles back to back, and I'd be like, damn, they might
get typecasted. Yeah,
they might be the nicest dude, but I only know you from the 6 movies that you were like, nigger.
Yeah, exactly. Where you led the KKK charge.
Yeah, they might
you were like when all the other KKK members was coming to their senses, you were the one brother like, fuck that. Like, can you imagine if you're that person's child and you got to go to school? Like, my dad's an actor. And it's kind of like, well, what was he in? Do you remember American History X? He was the guy that fucked the other guy in the shower. You're like, that's your dad.
Damn, that's that nigga's life, because that's really the only movie I remember him in.
That's like my nigga Stacy from the Wood. No matter how many times you knocked out Mike in the Wood, you got fucked and locked up. Like, Graffiti fucked the shit out of Stacy from the Wood for months. Like, he got fucked for a 3-hour movie.
I feel like Stacy definitely, like, should have. I don't know. I look at that sometimes. I'm like, because those are people who really could have maximized their time in the light and just like fucked it off.
Yeah, his shit is fucked up in real life. Like, DeAndre Bond's story is fucked up in real. That's the name of the guy who played Stacy.
I saw an interview about that, and I was like, damn, bro.
He went to jail and got like his jaw broke and his teeth knocked out and shit.
Yeah, it was just such a And
of course, he regrets doing that rape scene. Who would have ever thought that shit?
Yeah, I think but I think people.
Who would have ever thought getting raped in a low budget movie would fuck up your career? Especially after you just did a major motion picture.
Dead ass. Literally like a super memorable character. Motherfuckers go their whole career and be like, as much as people don't like to get stuck in a character, you go your whole career and be like, damn, somebody remember me for something. That's it. Like, you could have took that, and I just feel, I don't know how Hollywood works, but in my mind, I'm like,
I would have rather got typecasted as Stacy than to get typecasted as
absolutely
Bud rape victim too.
Nah, yeah, because I remember that movie, and like, it seems like every time I've caught that movie on BET,
Locked Up, it's like so
that scene. Like, there's a whole movie.
It's so massively aggressive, like, and it's just such like a innocent. He was just like, oh man, you like drawing? That's cool. It's just like, hey man, what y'all doing? This ain't right. God don't like this. And it was just like, whoa.
Yo, that is a high escalation rate.
So quickly, like that nigga was just showing that nigga pictures, and then he was like, hey wait man, God don't like this.
Nope.
And then the nigga, like, what makes it even worse is, like, they didn't just be like, oh, rape. They was like, nah, you got to be a bitch. Like, you had to eat lunch with niggas and not speak to your homeboy. Like, some shit happened to me in jail, and I see TJ. I'm like, hey TJ, we just, hey man, look, this happened, my nigga, and I need my niggas to hold me down. If you ain't gonna do it, then just tell my mom and them how I died, cause I'm finna stab some niggas.
Yeah.
Like I'm just, and I understand. I don't know. You say that now, and then some people after you just that happens. I've been told it's a breaking experience, of course. As
well, that's what it's for, is to just fucking, break a nigga down. Like, I think other reasons too, but yeah. That nigga got out. Like they out raped Shawshank, which is like.
Nah, that's funny. Shawshank Redemption was playing in my barber shop yesterday. Like just a barber shop full of niggas watching Andy Dufresne get fucked.
Andy Dufresne.
I was like, y'all know they raped Andy for like 15 years. Why y'all watching this?
Damn, nigga, they fucking the shit out of Andy, cuz. Go on, man. It's your turn. Get up.
Yeah.
Come on.
Hey, man, well, nah, get that right there. Hold on. Nah, man, it was fucking Andy. My bad. I seen.
You see that shit, boy? Fuck. Throw me your head.
Yeah, that shit was.
We way too close for you to be fucking talking about Andy getting ass fucked in the background. Back up. Fix it.
Hey,
do some shit.
I didn't even understand that. I was like, man, I'm waiting for my haircut outside, man. I don't know what the fuck y'all doing right now.
Hey, man, I'm taking about to get booked for like a hard switch, for a hard segue.
Let's do it.
Did you see Jermaine Dupri completely jump out the window?
Let's do it. This will be the last one. We're about an hour in. Let me just. Go ahead. You go first.
I just like.
Last topic. I'll let you talk.
I saw the headline, and then like when I heard it, I was
seen his
like,
hairline.
The headline.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And I know
his head is his headline because his head big.
Nah, deep big too. Anyways, yeah, when he said that shit, I just was like you ever like you hear somebody say some shit, and you just look like where. Like at no point did you like put any logic into this thought. Cause I'm like, damn nigga, like I'm not even like a super. I like to keep up with shit, but I know there's artists I miss every fucking day. But like you, how you sit up here and just say they all rapping about shit? Like I took the time to just go. I played Tierra Whack. I played what's her name like 47, and I played fucking Megan. I'm like, nigga, fucking Nicki. As much as I talk shit about Nicki, when I was like, they all talk about stripping. Do they, my nigga? Like what? Not to mention that. Even in hip hop,
there you go. Just say it. Like
even in hip hop, like everybody talks about the same shit. As much as I love, we didn't sat up here and put the fucking throne that is Pusha T, this white throne. Pusha would give me coked out bars for over a decade.
Not even that, bro. More money, more cash, more hoes. Like money, cash, hoes, drugs. Mm-hmm. Like every motherfucker's just rapping the same. Every male rapper's rapping the same fucking thing. The same. Fucking the same fucking thing.
Charlamagne posted today, like even him still talks about bitches and coke, but it just bitches and coke that I like mixed with some good shit. Like Crit shit just dropped. I'm fucking happy as shit. But even that, I'm like, for Jermaine instead, I'm like, but you don't really be. I don't see niggas put on like these amazing ulterior rappers that might not talk about bitches. Them, you don't give them niggas no shine. But are like women talk about ass and dick too much? Like that shit, I don't know. That shit blew me. I was like, you fucking wildin'.
I don't know what his point was. I don't fucking understand. Yeah, I just don't get what his point was, my nigga. I really don't. I don't understand.
Is something coming out? Is he just trying to kick up shit? I don't know what he's going through, what he's doing.
I don't know. I guess kind of because his female rapper was the Brat, and she was always like sexually ambiguous, so nobody knew. She didn't really rap about breaking niggas for their money and doing all that. She was just in the party rapping.
But she talked about getting dick, even if that wasn't what she really wanted to get. I don't know for sure, but
yeah, she had a couple of songs like.
I guess was that? What even right now? Like, what do you like?
I don't know. I don't hear niggas talking about like Wiz Khalifa and Burner and Devin the Dude and being like everybody's rapping about smoking weed. All these weed rappers, these stoner rappers, yeah, like. So I don't know, Jermaine. I respect it. I respect Jermaine Dupri, the utmost respect for Jermaine Dupri. But I just think that statement is just a thing of taste and choice. Again, the one female rapper that we seen him like stand by was sexually ambiguous. So maybe he just has a disdain for. He's an old black man from Atlanta. Like
the song that I'm thinking of.
Maybe
right
he just
now
don't like women rapping about shaking ass, just shaking ass.
Her
don't
talking,
rap about it.
Tyrese screaming in the background about what do you like? A whole lot of foreplay right before we get it started. She fucking. It's a whole song about fucking. I don't know, Jermaine. Knock it off.
She never said nothing that pertained to a man though in that song.
But she was talking about fucking. I was just like,
yeah, but like,
was this shit about just them fucking dudes or I don't know. I think
he said stripper rap, but I mean that was the one song in the Brat's whole career. Like, can you name another song where the Brat is really like that? You can point out where the Brat is. Oh, yeah, and the only reason we really acknowledge that one is for two reasons. it was a sex video because you had Tyrese, who at the time was considered a sex symbol, and then you had the brat finally dressed like a woman.
Somebody got to take his phone too, but yeah.
Somebody got to just put spell check on it. I was trying to read that. Trying to read the fucking post that he made about his daughter. He was like, I can't see my daughter on her birthday. And after that, it just went bad. He was like, she 12, tease Tay. If I could see here, I would, WOOD, I would.
Wow.
I would hug her and.
I think EJ said all 90s R&B singers can't read. All them niggas.
Oh, no, R. Kelly. Tyrese 2000. Because Tyrese had 2,000 watts. He was 2,000.
But he was famous before then. He was singing on the coke shit.
That nigga was singing on the bus, man. Stop that shit. Tyrese was not famous until 1999. My nigga, that's 2000. Like, stop that shit, bro. Tyrese is famous at the same time as Y2K. Nobody give a fuck, bro. Like, stop that shit. Tyrese and Y2K blew up in the same year, my nigga. Tyrese not a 90s R&B star. No. Robert holds the crown as the illiterate R&B star of the 90s. Bobby holds it for the 80s. And that's just it.
Who does the 2000s have one? I don't know. Whoever it is.
Who can't read?
Yeah.
I don't know. Do we even have R&B stars?
That's a good point.
I'm sure we. Hey, never mind. We'll talk about it later. But yeah, man.
Oh shit, my bad. Last thing, it's not hazardous.
Go ahead.
Nothing. If anybody, this is super little serious. If you or anybody out there needs like, I guess like cancer support. It's like my dad's like one of his best friends / play sisters. Her sister or cousin has like a group called Chemo Buddy. So it's KHEMO Buddy or Buddies. If you type it in Google, it's like the first shit that pops up. But I know they do like some like group outreach work like at USC and shit. And if you have, if you're suffering cancer, you have a family member, friend, or somebody's in remission, or it's just a group of people who, just are giving support to anybody in the community that has cancer. So if, you're trying to get down, trying to support, type that in, go talk to them, send them information, link up. And yeah, Chemo Buddies. It's dope shit.
Yeah, please go ahead and check it out. Please support people. You never know what people are going through. Reach out. I mean, even though you never know what tomorrow may hold. One doctor's visit, you find out. So please, if you have the time, if you have the energy, just reach out, be a buddy to somebody going through chemo. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. We're about an hour in, so we're gonna end the episode right there.
Dead ass. U.S. women's soccer is better than U.S. men's soccer, and that's it.
That's been it.
Yeah. I like that rap. People talk about it. I like that rapping no chick. But
yeah, rapping. Oh yeah,
she fire.
Never tripped on the credit. Just paid all of my dues.
We went to high school together. But we don't know each other, but I just was like, she's dope.
Dope. Shout out Alex Morgan. Yeah, I didn't go to high school with nobody on the women's team. So shout out to y'all. Just a Dope Ass Podcast. Follow Snapchat, Instagram. We gone.